Hey, welcome back to Scorpion Insights. I'm Jamie Adams, and today I'm joined by Meg Van Leeuwen. Not to be confused with the ice cream, which is great and fantastic.
It's yummy.
It is yummy, and they got great marketing. If you go to Instagram and you go to Van Leeuwen Ice Cream's Instagram, you will want to eat ice cream, I assure you. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, we're not going to talk about marketing for ice cream brands today, but we are going to talk about marketing for home service businesses. So one of the reasons I wanted to have a conversation with you is because you have developed a reputation here of working with very well-established home service businesses. And there are a lot of times people think, well, you get to a certain point in your growth as a business and you don't really need to do marketing anymore because you're making a bunch of money. But your experience is quite different than that, right? You're working with businesses that are spending money and they want to spend more money because they want to continue to grow. So what is that conversation like? I mean, I think it's easy to think about the importance of investing in marketing for the small guy that's just trying to get established because you got to grow your business. But when you're established, like, what are those businesses thinking about doing differently than they maybe are doing now because they're clearly having success? What's that conversation like?
Yeah, I mean, if they're in business, obviously you're looking to grow no matter what.
Yeah.
It just is further down the journey than someone just barely starting out. But it's one, they're already doing a lot of things already online, offline efforts to elevate their brand, but they're just ready to take it a step further.
All right, so you're talking to a well-established plumbing business, right? Let's just say they're doing $3 or $4 million a year in revenue, right? So what are the 3 or 4 things that like they're really leaning into from a marketing perspective that have helped them kind of get to where they are, but then they now need to elevate even more to get to kind of the next level of growth that they're looking to achieve?
The first thing that would come to mind is, one, their brand. I mean, They're ready to elevate their brand and just take it to the next level. I mean, they have a tagline, they have a logo, they have a uniformed look.
Like their trucks are wrapped or vans are wrapped,
yes,
right? Okay,
that people are going to recognize that name and they start seeing it on the road. They're searching for it and they're being able to come across it and they're like, oh, wait, I know that brand.
Yeah.
That's just already been built, right?
Yeah.
They're just now ready to improve upon that and even expand and make sure that they're more easily found.
Yeah.
And then lead generation would be the second tier of just making sure that, one, they're running paid advertising. They're doing all of the things.
So when you say paid advertising, just to be clear, like you're talking about like Google ads, things of that nature? Okay, got it.
Pay-per-clicks,
Yeah.
I mean, and their Facebook ads. They're running these different advertising offline as well.
I think that's interesting though, just not to interrupt you, but like I think a lot of people think that because, we are Scorpion's a digital marketing company, that like we would tell businesses only spend money in digital, you shouldn't spend any money offline. And like we don't really do that at all. Like we actually, the most successful businesses that we work with, certainly the ones that are larger that want to grow, like they're doing things to build their brand. They're investing in things like TV advertising and sometimes radio advertising. They're sponsoring like the local little leagues and the local soccer leagues, right? They're getting their brand out in their communities. And they're also supplementing it, like you said, with that, like the lead generating kind of bottom of the funnel, like search and social ads and things of that nature. So I think that's a really important call out.
Yeah.
Because again, I think people think, oh, Scorpion, they're going to tell you not to spend money in TV. No, we're not going to tell you that. Like if you got the money to spend in TV, you should absolutely do some of that because it's going to help you build your brand in your local market. So you got brand, you got lead generation. What's like another really, really important thing?
Would be reviews and reputation.
Okay, yeah.
Making sure, yes. I mean, one, your customer's experience is the biggest thing that you could have and the biggest referral for anybody, going looking for a business in an HVAC or a plumbing business. So making sure that they, one, are capturing that.
Yeah.
And also where they're directing it, mainly Google, because that's going to be the leading source of where people are looking.
Yeah, so if you've got to choose to send somebody to leave your review on Google or Facebook or Yelp,
yes,
we're going to advise Google all the time.
All the time, yeah. Because then always having a easy way for them to actually access that, sending them text messages, emails, whatever way we can. And that's how, through our platform, we're able to do that very easily to capture those and help manage that a little bit more efficiently.
Yeah.
But they should already be having a system in place that's really driving those leads and capturing that.
Okay, got it. So we've got the pillars, really investing in brand. They're doing lead gen. They're doing reviews and reputation. Okay, so what they're doing is working to some capacity.
Yes.
So when you're talking to them, what are they looking to change? Like, why would they even want to have a conversation with you and with us at Scorpion if they're already seeing success? Like, what's that like typically?
I mean, right now, you kind of need to be anywhere and everywhere, online and offline, like we just mentioned.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, these bigger companies, they're working with a lot of different vendors.
Yeah.
And one, they have their data, but it's not all stored in one place. And that's where the biggest thing of what we can offer a company is that we can consolidate all of it under one roof.
Yeah, yeah.
That they're easily able to be more managed and seeing all of their data.
Yeah.
And then that helps one elevate and knowing what their bottom line is looking like. They're looking to grow. They're wanting to, have better margins, better cost per lead, and they're ready to expand in that way. So it's really being more perfecting and then taking it even further.
Just kind of dialing things in and being more efficient. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So would you say that most of these businesses that are at that $3 to $4 million are looking to grow, are they looking to double their top line? Are they looking to squeeze out more gross margin? Like what's typically of higher priority with most of the companies you're talking with in that capacity?
It's more of that gross margin. Yeah, definitely. They're
it.
looking to just kind of trim things up and being more efficient on that back end for you.
Got it. Awesome. So some really, really great insights from Meg on this. Again, we've talked a lot about marketing strategy. I think it's easy to think about marketing strategy if you're a really small business because you got to start somewhere, right? So it's just like start spending money. When you're an established business, you've run a playbook. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to think about, hey, what I'm doing has actually worked. It's gotten me to a great point, but I really want to accelerate that. I either want to expand my gross margins or I want to, double my revenue a little bit more quickly than it took me to double it the first time. So you got to think outside the box a little bit and think about, what can you squeeze out of the margin? So Meg shared that things are really important for the established business, doubling down on brand, right? And really making sure that, everything that you're doing is consistent, that your message on TV is consistent with what people see in your wrap truck. And when they hit your website, that they have that same kind of experience, that when they see you offline or online, they're easily recognizing you and you're consistent, right? Having a great lead gen strategy and making sure that you're getting efficient leads, right? So one of the traps that I think large businesses fall into is because they've got a lot of money to spend in marketing, they'll just spend whatever to get as many. Yeah, exactly. So you can really get more efficient if you start paying attention to, or you leverage technology like Scorpion to actually help you optimize your advertising campaigns. And then the third, which is honestly a no-brainer for any business, is get more reviews. I mean, look, reviews cost nothing except time and process, right? Time, process, and maybe a tool like Scorpion to actually help you solicit reviews. But otherwise, you can get great reviews just by teaching your technicians, your employees, to ask your customers to leave a review. And you'd be surprised how many people would do it. So great insights, Meg. Thanks for the time today. Thanks again for joining us for Scorpion Insights. We hope you got a lot out of this one, and there'll be a lot more to come. We'll see you again soon.